It's important for teachers to understand how students learn, because if we do understand that, I think we can better plan our lessons in a way that will help them achieve more effective learning outcomes. The idea here is, for example, if you don't know how our memory systems work, how can you expect students to actually remember things that you teach them if you have no idea about basic principles of, neuroanatomy, for example? So here, I'm not saying we should know a lot of detail and jargon or scientific words for how the brain works, but I think we do have to know basic principles, just as we know for anything else that we do. For, let's say, how to be well fed, how to get the best nutrition from your food. So we understand those principles, but I feel like we don't understand the principles of how the brain and the mind learn. And that's why we're probably overloading our students' brain. And that's why we're probably not achieving the best outcomes that we could. Well, the Engage, Build, and Consolidate framework is different, and it will help you become a better teacher because, first of all, it's based on the science of learning. And it was something developed at the University of Bristol. The head of the team that developed this framework is one of the biggest references in neuroeducation in the world, Paul Howard-Jones. And it really looks at how the brain engages, builds knowledge, and consolidates that as learning. And those are the main steps for you to really learn anything, and not just learn as we think of learn, but really long-term learning for you to retrieve years later, for you to actually have everlasting learning. That's what we want when we are teachers. We want our students to learn and to remember the things that we teach them. And since it's based on the science of learning, we can say that it's evidence-informed. So it's something that really has a lot of contributions from different fields, so that you as a teacher, you don't really have to do so much research on your own, but you can actually rely on this framework. And this will definitely help you plan better lessons and deliver better lessons. The Engage, Build, Consolidate framework is something that novice and more qualified teachers can use, because according to some evidence that we have from different research done in different countries, most teachers still believe in a lot of neuromyths. They are false claims about how the brain works, how the mind learns. And because they believe in those neuromyths, they might actually be influenced by them when they're planning their lessons. So if they use the Engage, Build, and Consolidate framework as a source of reference that is validated by the science of learning, no matter how experienced they are, I'm pretty sure that they can achieve better results. So it works for everyone across different subject areas and levels of competency and, of course, time of experience. So it's highly recommended.